Pro rankings. What is it? Basically, at the end of the day, you all know what pro rankings is our system that we use where we track the data of our top LOs over the span of some years. We found out these are the most common things that they do. Obviously, when it comes to data, things change over time. So we track this all the time. That's why we're making these changes now because we're noticing there are new behaviors that are taking place to help people be more successful. So obviously, we're going to give you that blueprint so you can just run and do the same thing. Pro rankings is just all about us rewarding the behavior that you do to increase your business. Your success is you actually getting the new loans. That's a reward in itself. When you get that $10,000, $20,000 paycheck. But along the way, we're going to reward you for doing the things that got you there, right? So what's in it for you besides money? I'm going to show you the money at the end. Trust me. Faster turn times. As you all know, speed is our bread and butter. That's what we do. But your turn times get even faster with the higher your pro rankings. You get increased visibility on mortgage matchup as well. As we all know, Matt is pouring millions and millions of dollars into ads for mortgage matchup. He just bought the Phoenix Suns Center and changed the name to the whole mortgage matchup center. On the NBA courts, on the logos, you'll see mortgage matchup on the floor, right? So he's pouring millions of dollars to pump this thing so we can pump, so we can basically do some advertising for you all, free advertising. All you got to do is get your pro ranking up and you'll be high on mortgage matchup. There's obviously financial incentives as well. If you are a part of Nexa, once you get to Pro Elite 120, we give you 30 bips of CYP to use on any of your files. Once you get to 140, we give you 40 bips of CYP to use on any of your files. Okay. Now, if you had taken advantage of that last month, you can also use that on top of the closed 45 incentive that we have right now to add 95 bips on a file. 85 bips on a file. So as I told you, 2026, we're going to be rolling more and more of these incentives out for you guys. So pro rankings is going to be even more important. And like I said, it increases your book of business. But more importantly, me personally, the professional development you get from it is the most important and valuable thing because the things that you're doing for pro rankings are things you should already be doing to create a smooth loan process for your borrower. That's the whole point. You should be getting out a memory maker, sending them a closing game, right? You should be making their closing experience convenient by doing a hybrid or virtual close so they don't have to travel in the snow and go out in the elements. They can close and refi from their own, comfort of their own home. We should be getting CD at initial underwrite to shave off 3 days from our closing process. These are the things that make you unique and stand out from other loan officers. So because when it comes to price, you don't have to value price. You don't have to battle price if you bring the value. And that's the big thing about pro rankings, right? So what are the scores? Same thing, right? We're not concerned about being pro plus or pro basic. We just want to get you to 70 points so you can be pro elite. Anything above that is what we're shooting for, 70 and above, okay? Now, keep this in mind, though. Once you achieve pro elite status for 120, for 3 months, we're going to give you 10,000 LO partner points. Well, each month we give it to you. So you can stack it up 30,000 in a quarter. I'm going to show you how to use those partner points at the end to actually bring some real money in your pipeline. Okay. So keep that in the back of your mind. Now, what do you get there? How do you get there without even submitting a loan? The first step, talk to your account executive. That's me. What's up, everybody? So you talk to me for more than 20 minutes. You get 15 points, right? And the reason why you talk to me is not just because I'm a handsome guy, you know what I mean? Just playing. But the reason why you talk to me is because I'm talking to over 150 different LOs around the nation. So I'm seeing what other people are doing to be successful. So if you and I aren't having that conversation of what can I do to be more successful? What can I do to get more loans? We're failing each other in this partnership. I just want to show you what other people are doing. This is a business where I was talking to one of my other LOs here who happens to be on the line. She's been doing this for 33 years, right? A lot of you have a lot of experience. You don't have to recreate the wheel. But what you may have to do is update the tread on that tire, right? To see what's new, to see what people are doing to be successful because it's a new industry. It's the same industry, but a new age, right? So I want to show you what people are doing now to be successful because if you're still doing the same things you did back then, I guarantee you're not going to see the same success you could be seeing if you adopted some of the newer strategies, right? So that's 15 points there. Now, here's our first change coming up in 2026. Before, you could watch your fast break, your 3 points of Maddish video, and the sales huddle in order to receive points. And you would also get 25 points for that category. That has now dropped to 20 points, requiring you to only watch 2 sales huddle videos out of the month. That's it. We heard your complaints. I don't have time to watch a sales huddle video every week. Okay? I got it. All right, we heard it. So watch 2 per month, okay? And between you and I, put it on in the background if you don't have time. I'm not recommending you do it, put it on in the background and take your shower, get ready in the morning while it's playing. You still got your credit, okay? Now, you will miss out on some key updates, but you'll get your credit. So now we stack that up, 15 points from here, 20 points from your videos. We're now at 35. All right, here's one of the biggest new changes, AI. Don't be scared, okay? AI is not about to replace you, okay? However, the LOs that lean into AI are probably going to be working more efficiently than you, which means they'll probably get more business. So we want to kind of give you an introduction to AI and help you be an early adopter of new technology. So what do you have to do to take advantage of the AI tools? Very easy. You can literally use Chat UWM 5 times in a month. Most of y'all come to me for questions that we go to Chat UWM for anyway. So you go ahead, type it in, type your question to Chat UWM. We're going to give you 15 points for it. Now, there's another thing here also called Action IQ. Okay. Now, I'll show you guys this on an individual basis. I'm trying to work our way to put out a video for this as well. But this is basically just when you get a loan in, we're going to give you, AI is going to go through the loan and give you certain prompts to make sure that you can keep the loan moving forward. So that way you don't forget to lock, you don't forget to disclose. You know that your closing date is coming up, so you got to start your trade, right? Those types of things, we're going to go in and say, hey, you might want to make sure you lock this loan because of X, Y, and Z. Action IQ will appear on the top right of your dashboard, and it will give you those different prompts to help the loan move forward. Now, once you get 90 plus in Action IQ, 90+% of the things done, you got 10 points. You use Chat UWM 5 times, you got 5 points. So 15 points there. So now we're doing the math here, right? 15 points for talking to me, 20 points for watching your sales video. That's 35. Another 15 points for AI. That's 50. More than halfway there. All right. So next step, come up to campus. You have got to come. I would say Success Track is the single most important thing that we do for you. Shaman, my guy's on the line right now. Dan, who else has been here? Lore, Ashley, Kevin. You guys can speak to the success that you had from Success Track. Excuse me, Dan, not yet. You coming. But Success Track literally can make an instant impact in your business. And I guarantee you, any of those people that I just named, would agree with me 110%. Because when you bring, even if you don't bring realtors up here and you're bringing yourself, you're going to get better. There's no way you could come up here for some free training and not get at least 1% better. Every industry has some type of trade show or convention that they do every year where like-minded individuals get together and exchange best ideas, best practices, new innovative things. And at the end of the day, if at the worst, I guarantee you will be fired up just by being in this environment around all this good energy. It's going to make you want to do more business. It's going to want to make you do those things where you tried to put it off. It's going to want to make you go in the pipeline and say, you know what, I'm going to find some opportunity instead of waiting for it to come to you because of how the atmosphere is. So at the very least, you come up here, you're going to be re-energized to give your all back into the business. You come up here once, you get 15 points. You come up here 2 times, you get another 5, and you come up here 3 times, you get another 5 for a total of 25 points. Most people come once per quarter. Some of you guys come, twice a month. I'm okay with that. I love seeing you regardless. But coming up here is, I think, one of the single most important things you can do for your business. I would encourage you to bring some realtors up here. It makes an instant impact on your business, okay? So now you got 25 points there or 50 points there before from all those things. Now you got 25 points here from coming on campus. You're at 75 points. Guess what? You're pro elite, baby. You made it. And the best part about these campus visit points, they're the only points that roll over every single month until the next year of that calendar year. So if you came up here in June, those points are going to be up here all the way until June of 2026, June of 2027, however you want to do it, right? So keep that in mind. Now let's start talking about what happens once you get loans, okay? We have a system here called Ultimate Loan Submission, where I'm pretty sure each of you are very familiar with it, where we give you literally a roadmap, an easy laid out roadmap of what tools to use in your file to make sure that it is the best, smoothest process ever. Now, are loans perfect? No. Our job is not to make a loan perfect. It's to make it easy as possible for you and your borrower. Because we all know one bad experience can lead to a destruction of your business. But if you have one good experience, you give somebody one of the best experiences they've had, that can catapult your business into new trajectory. All it takes is one good experience from that realtor and that borrower, one good experience from that financial advisor that you worked with, right? For them to recommend you to their whole book of business. That's what Ultimate Loan Submission is designed to do. It's to show you how to use these tools to create the best process, like things like CD Underwrite and Bolt. Use those two tools combined, it's going to shave off a week from your closing process, a week from your loan process, right? Where everybody would say, well, I don't care how fast the loan closes. Well, you do. Once you realize that the longer a loan stays out in process, the more likely you are to be shopped, the more likely you are to have to cut your comp because of market changes, and the more likely your loan is not going to close. So speed actually does equal money in this game. The faster you get a loan closed, the faster you get paid, and the more you get paid. Okay, there's a slide on that I got to put back in here. I'll put it in here at some point, but we actually get the data on that as well to show you. But ultimate submission is a must. When you bring that first loan in, let's get your first loan, 20 points right there. Okay, every loan after that, you're still going to get ultimate submission points on up to 6 loans. So if we do the math now, you got all 6 in a month. Great. Now we're at 50, right? We're at 75 plus 55. We're looking at about 120 there. So another big change. Okay, borrower.
Jamal. Before
Yes.
can you go back to that last slide, please?
Yes, sir. Just for you.
Those last 2 boxes, what does that mean? Conventional files, 4 out of 10, and the
Yes. Great question, Kevin. I'm glad you stopped me there. And I apologize for not going over that. So different loan types can have different tools catered to it. So for conventional loans, in order to get ultimate submission, we're going to suggest that you use 4 out of the 10 tools that we recommend. For government loans, we're going to suggest that you use 3 out of the 9 tools that we recommend. And one thing I did not put on this slide, you now have the ability to get ultimate submission with DSCR loans, bank statement and jumbo loans as well now. Okay. So no matter what loan type it is, you have an ability to get ultimate submission on it to provide the best experience for your borrower. Okay. Kevin, you all good?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. All right, borrower happiness. Now, before this last category be dedicated to memory maker, where you got to get out the closing gift. Now we've changed it so that way every time you do a loan, your borrower is going to automatically get a survey. Just like when you go to a restaurant, right? They hand you that receipt and they say, hey, can you do me a favor and fill out this survey here for us and let us know how we did? Now your borrower is going to get one of those. Based on your score, we're going to give you points for that, okay? The assumption is you're going to provide the best service, so you're going to get the best score. Now, if things go wrong where it's not some things out of your control, we can talk about that, right? We'll set that aside for a one-off. But you leaning in on the process is going to help with your borrower happiness because you're going to give the best experience. So we look at it from a 3-month rolling average calculated by the past 2 months versus your current. Okay. And those scores count the month the survey is taken. Okay. Or the survey is expired. The highest score you can get on the survey is a 5. Lowest score you can get is a 0. Okay. If you get anything less than a 3, we're not going to publish that survey. We're going to send it to you directly and say, hey, you might want to reach out to your borrower and see what happened with this so we can try to reestablish that relationship. Anything that's a 4 or up, we're going to automatically send to you and ask you to post it to show that, because reviews are everything now. I'm sure each and every single one of you, if you're in a new place and you're looking at where to eat, you're not just going to pick the first place. You're going to look at those reviews and look and see how many stars Google gave. Your borrowers are doing the exact same thing. So we want to make sure you're in a position to have that 5-star profile. So you're the easy, obvious choice. Okay. All right. Now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Jamal, you've been talking about what Pro Rankings does for me. It sounds good, but where's the actual money? How do I get more money from this? Well, here's the thing. The first thing I'll point your attention to is this slide right here. This is actually data that we pulled for the whole year. And this is proven for all of our partners. So your pro ranking does affect your compensation. The average LO year to date, whose pro ranking is 140 or higher, is bringing in $764,000 in commission versus the lowest tier pro basic where you're bringing in $30,000 in commission. There is a direct correlation between your pro rankings and your book of business. You can argue with me all day long about it, but you cannot argue with the data because numbers do not lie. So when I'm asking you to lean in on this stuff, it's because I want to see you get paid. Each and every single one of you can attest to the fact that when you talk to me, you feel like I care about your business because I truly do. You all have families, you have goals. I'm not trying to get you to jump through hoops to do all this stuff just for the hell of it. I want to see you succeed. And the reason why I'm taking my time out to show you guys this stuff is because each of you are capable of doing this. And there's no reason why any of us should not be. I want to go to the top. And I want y'all to go to the top too. And I'm sure you want to go to the top, right? I'm okay if you don't want to do this stuff. I'm good with that. But our goal is to get as much out of this as possible for our legacy, for our family. This is bigger than us. We're establishing generational wealth for everybody to come. So pro rankings is a great way to do that. Now, one thing on here on the side where it says paid search accelerator. I told you earlier, you can use your LO partner points to get some real money. Here it is. Once you achieve Pro Elite 120 status and you get 20,000 LO partner points, you are now eligible to enroll in what's called Paid Search Accelerator, where we at UWM will go and use your Google My Business page, all your social media pages, Facebook, Google, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, all that stuff. And we will go ahead and start funneling leads to view your pages across different social media platforms. Okay. It's up to you to take advantage and have those conversations though. But we're going to do our part and send you a bunch of leads for you to close. So just to give you an example, I know these here are from May. I just had some LOs re-enrolling this in October, and I haven't got my second or third person stats for November yet. I just got her first one. So we're going to skip over May, but you can see that right there. I just want to highlight November because this is the most recent, right? 3,003 impressions across her social media platforms. This is my, she's in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Not a big city. Still 3,000 impressions across her total, personal social media. 45 profile views across various social media platforms, which led to 11 conversions. And as you can see, a conversion action includes a phone call, a Blink application, like a real app, or at least an email going back and forth between you and the borrower. So these are real loans that's getting put in the pipeline. Now, I can tell you guys is of these 11 conversations that she had, 7 loans got imported into my system here in November alone from these conversations. Not to mention the business that she's generating on her own. What could you do with an extra 7 loans? Everybody's saying, well, it's slow right now, Jamal. Not everybody, but there are a lot of people saying it's slow right now. I haven't had one person who's 120 or higher tell me that it's slow right now. So that's all I got. I hope you all, took some things away from this, but anybody got any questions at all? Please feel free to ask. I'm here for you.
Can you go back to that prior screen?
Yes. Oops. Borrower happiness?
Yeah. So this is saying if you don't have 50 points or more, you don't get any points at all. Is that what this is saying?
Oh, yes. So if you got less than 50 points in your borrower happiness, you get no points for that category.
Right. So, but you said each loan, it can go from 0 to 5, 1 to 5 on your ranking. So if you get 5, if they score you the best, it's only 5 points. So you need does that mean you need 10 deals in the pipeline every quarter?
No. So this can be a little confusing. I know. So let's say, put it like this. If you have one loan, right? It's like a percentage. I should have put that on here. It's a percentage. So if you got one loan and you got a 5 on their borrower happiness score, you got 100%. You get full points. So this should be a percentage. So excuse me on that. It should be 90% plus, 50 to 89% plus. Get you that should be represented like that. So you don't think, what I mean? So my apologies, man. I'll fix that. Thank you for pointing that out, Kevin. You own it, man. I love it. Take my note and write that down. Shaman, you the man, bro. I appreciate you. If anybody understands Success Track, it's my guy, Shaman. I'm telling you, that man's been up here bringing realtors left and right. And he's been getting some good opportunity because of it. So thank you. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you, Kevin, for bringing that up. Anybody else got any other questions?
Not related to this, Jamal, but can I stay behind or hop on back into the Zoom? I got a question about a DSCR line.
Of course.
Take care. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. All right, guys. Well, if you guys
I have
don't
a
have
question.
Oh, yeah. What's up, Miss Backus?
I have a question. My question is this, okay? I hear I've never brought a realtor. I've never been to Success Track. I came to YNEXA, but never been to Success Track. So tell me what's in it for the realtor. Why would I bring realtors there? I want you to break that down for me.
Great question. So realtors get hands-on training, just like how you do. Right? So when you bring your realtor up, not only are you guys going to be on a flight together, you're going to be in a hotel together, you're going to be attending class with them together. So number one, the underlying point is we're reinforcing that relationship that you guys have. And we're showing them your value as to why they should be working with you. So that's number one. Number two, they're actually going to hear from, especially if you come to the advanced realtor class, they're going to hear from a panel of realtors that are experienced. That's going to show them different ways to grow their business too.
Gotcha.
So your pitch is, let me help you grow your business by getting you some free hands-on training from top producers in the nation.
Gotcha.
That's what's in it from them.
And where do I find the registration for those classes?
Yes. So when you go to grow your business on our website, the tab pops over and it'll say Success Track, right? When you click Success Track, you want to look for the 1-day real estate builder. It says 1-day real estate and builder training. I would suggest if you have any realtors that's been in the game for 2+ years, bring them to the advanced class. They'll get more out of it. More of the newer realtors will get more out of the regular basic class. Okay.
Okay.
But great, and I can show you how to get there if you still need some help. Obviously, I got you, Minister.
Thank you.
Right.
Appreciate you.
Of course, of course. Anybody else got any questions? All right. Well,
Hey,
I
Jamal.
appreciate you.
I got a
Yeah.
question, Jamal.
Lord, my man, what's up, bro?
Hey. So the success track stuff, you mentioned advanced real estate agent training, and then they have the regular one followed right next to that. If you come to 2 of them, does that count as 2 visits or one? In 1 week at the same
No,
time?
that's a good question. That's a good question. I would like to think it would count for 1 visit because you're up here for that whole time. So I already know, like, somebody tried to pull that and they were like, nah, bro, no. So I'm gonna just let you know, UWM, we the most conservative. We will probably say no.
All right. Just checking, man. Thank you.
I like that. Any other workarounds you want to try to get, or any other questions? Okay. Guys, I truly do appreciate your time. Okay. I definitely think this is going to be beneficial for everybody. And I'm looking to see what we accomplish in 2026. But we got to do this thing together. We got to do it together. So I want you guys to lean on me. This is the only time I'll be okay with me saying, use me. Use me up. Okay. I'm here for you. But I appreciate you. Shaman, I'll stay on for you, bro. You can, matter of fact, I'll send you another Zoom link. Okay. We can hop on. So anybody else, give me a call if you need me. I'm going to hop on with Shaman, and keep me in mind for your future loans, y'all. Peace.